Hey guys. Okay, so the circuit board is hooked up. I'm still missing two modules here. I'm going to figure what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to build a circuit for this part and use my rectifier here. But after a couple of days of trying to figure out what the hell was going wrong, I realized I had the wires incorrectly hooked up here, which affected all of these, which affected all of these, and then two of these were in the wrong order. It's just so many wires going on here. I screwed up. But this is all fixed now. It's running. Everything's rotating. This is just by hand for now. It's not connected. The toroid is not connected to anything. They're just open right now. But you can see we have power, and currently what's on the board is using up 40 milliamps. So that's for this guy. So this timer is not currently enabled, but it's passing this and this a little bit of power just to show that the system is functional. So all I have to do is turn this guy on. That says on. And we'll go into 15 seconds of on. Not quite yet. But you'll be able to hear it. It'll say 15 here, and then on she comes. I think. Or five seconds off, whatever. It's got a cycle. Oh, now she's on. And you should be able to hear it. So this is going to go off after 15 seconds. So we're at 11, 12. And now it's off and the power goes down. But we have the wheel spinning. So if I put in bifilar coils, we could actually get some energy out of these coils while it's in a slow spin. Right now it's at 15 just because I just wanted to give it more time to spin up. It's also right now only running off of a single trigger. I can make it go off of 3 triggers simultaneously. But right now it's only running off of this Hall effect sensor. This one and this one are not currently on. But let's turn them on. That's number 2. That's this one. You should see a light on down at the bottom here. Let's turn on number 3. And you can see that. So now all 3 are helping to contribute. You can hear it. But as you can also see, the amperage has gone way up because my RPMs are not very high yet. And it goes off for 5. Only 5 right now. At any rate, the volts will come up, the amps will go down. Transistors are all sitting off the back side here. And this goes out to about 1475 RPM. Now, I'm not entirely happy with the output that we're getting from this toroid, but I have N95 magnets coming. Should be here by the end of the week. And I believe there's a new toroid coming, but there's some work on this configuration that I got to do before we get into rebuilding that. I want to learn what I can from this. Now I can get about 3 volts out of this guy right now, and maybe it's because I haven't wound it properly, but I just don't know what I don't even know at this point. But we're going to take some things apart and have another look and think more critically about it. But as you can see so far, this is going. Now this is with back EMF collection. If I go down, or if I go this way, that's in generator mode, so it's no longer pulsing. In both cases, the back EMF and generator collects in this guy. He's about 10 volts right now, so he's getting close to his capacity, but everything winds up going through the back EMF collection here and rectification leading out these guys back to here. So eventually this won't exist. This will be what exists, and we won't be using this or power or any of that stuff. We'll be using a hand crank to spin this guy up to fill up this sum, and then we're going to separate this into 2 banks. We'll have to have more capacitors of higher capacity, but 2 banks. This will be a pulsing, this will be energy collection, and then our time switch and our what is it? Our little rectifier here. We got it right here. Whatever you want to call them. This little switch here. If we can get a focus there. he will switch back and forth between this one sending out pulse energy and this one receiving back EMF and generated energy, to this one being the pulsed energy, I mean this and this, and then these two acting as the back EMF and generator collection. So lots to figure out here still as far as that goes. But as you can see, I broke as much out as possible so that I could do as many tests as I want in order to determine an optimal configuration. Right now, I've turned off number 1, as you can see, lights off, switch is off, but he's in generator mode, so this guy is filling up with energy right now. It's just a magnet spinning past a coil, so that one controls this one here, so this coil and this coil here, they're a couple, and they're just producing energy. Now I could also dump the energy from this directly into that capacitor bank too, but I'm just going to put that aside for now and trying to solve one problem at a time. But that's where we're at with this. And oh, I can change this, by the way. The timing doesn't have to be 15 seconds on and 5 seconds off. I had it the other way around. I had like 6 seconds on and 8 seconds off, so I was able to take more time pulling energy off of it than I was putting into it. But it floats around 800 RPM. This is probably going to be quite a bit higher. If I can, just give me a sec here. Let's see if we can grab this. One-handed. I have a reflector in a better position than on the wheel because it just wasn't working well, but she's right here. So we're at 1200 there. 1200 and climbing. She goes off, she goes on. But I can turn this on. And so now, number 1 is on and contributing to the pulse, but it's in generator mode, so we're just going to turn that off. We're not going to collect any back EMF, we're not going to collect any generator. It's just going to let those back EMF spikes, which are not very high in this case, it's kind of weird, just collapse in the coils. It seems to run faster that way. Let's have one last look here. This is spinning up more. I can hear it. Yeah. So an overbearing amount of speed is not what I really want in this case. It's not terribly important. It's good to have because it gives me options, gives me flexibility, but I wanted to learn what I could by breaking out these specific modules and helping me decide the next prototype and what the optimal configuration will be for the pulse motor. That's great, but it's still just a pulse motor. That's not what I want. What I want is I want this guy. Now, if I've got him wound the right way, then he's defeating Lenz's law. But I'm not getting a lot of energy out of it right now, so I'm pretty sure I've got something wrong, or these ceramic magnets are just too damn weak for me to be able to verify anything. I think I read online there the Gauss value on these things is about 500, and the ones that I've got coming are in the range of around 14 to 15,000 Gauss. So there should be quite a difference. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. I'll keep you up to date when I get the new ones and it's wound and in place. Otherwise, talk to you later. Thanks, bye.